acting national chairman, the People's Democratic Party, Umar Damagum, stated that the party played a key role in shaping the political career of the 2023 presidential candidate of the new Nigeria People's Party, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso. During an interview with press on Tuesday, Damagum stated that the PDP was crucial in shaping Kwankwaso into who he is today. He also mentioned that even if the NNPP merges with 3 other parties, they will not win an election without the PDP. Recall that in an interview with press on Monday, Kwankwaso criticized the PDP and its leaders, expressing his frustration over the humiliation he faced in 2015, which ultimately led to his departure from the party. Damagum stated that despite the challenges the PDP has faced, the party is still very much alive. He questioned that if the party was able to survive Kwankwaso's departure, why would anyone believe it is irrelevant now? Damagum highlighted the PDP's resilience and continued influence, pointing to its lasting structure and widespread presence throughout Nigeria. Despite these differences, Damagum expressed hope for a possible reconciliation with Kwankwaso. Jamala. Now, one would say that this statement by Damagum, to some extent, particularly when he's saying that PDP is hopeful for a possible reconciliation, could it be that PDP is trying to woo Kwankwaso back?
It's obvious. Kwankwaso was one of the founding fathers of PDP.
Okay.
When the likes of Damagum were still maybe perambulating within the local level.
Okay.
Right? Now, he said PDP as a political party helped in shaping the political career of Kwankwaso. To God be the glory, that is true. But not when his likes mounted the rostrum as the leadership of the PDP. It was when the PDP was organized, they respect their laws, their own constitution. They have men of character, men who were willing to defend their own rules, rather than. Yes, I'm saying. I'm talking about the period Kwankwaso was in PDP.
Okay.
Not now. He's referring to the PDP helping Kwankwaso in molding his political career. And I agree with him. Okay. But only disagreement is that the persons who were saddled with the responsibility of leading PDP were not his likes. That today the PDP cannot stand united. And so he should tell me whose career is molding as his present leadership. So he should not take the credit of the hero's past. Kwankwaso remained a founding member of the party. And their defection, their moving out of the PDP costs the PDP a national embarrassment. That up to today, the PDP have not been able to survive. It was this same I don't care, nonchalant attitude that those in power then saw the grievances of some few privileged persons from the party who were able to look at the leadership of the party to say, we are getting these things wrong. But out of the almighty rule that every typical African man wants to exercise as a leader, they ignored. So the slightest criticism you see from your friend, you begin to ask whether he has joined the other side. But you have forgotten that it takes only your friend to tell you where you are doing wrong. And PDP has been at the helm of affairs, controlling more than 2/3 of Nigeria, to the extent that they started losing some states to NPP, AMPP, and now they have lost all their zones. Look at the Southeast that used and the South. That used to be their pride. Their pride. It was their pride. Today, how many states in the South do they have? How many states in the Southeast do they have? It's because of the leadership style of Damagum, the likes of Damagum, that in 2027, if Damagum is allowed 2027, PDP may not be able to parade one governor.
Interesting. All right, and can you isolate the actions of PDP leaders like Atiku Abubakar from the state of crisis in PDP?
The actions of Atiku Abubakar, because of his interest,
when did Damagum took over?
But Damagum took over sometimes. Like took over from after the 2023 election, when the IU was asked to step aside. And then Damagum took over.
So the crisis of PDP started before Damagum came in. When you were telling,
I said my analysis started from 1999 to 2015.
But you said it started 2015. You said the balkanization, the crisis started.
There is no family without a crisis. But the crisis most times don't come to the obvious until it gets to a starting point.
All right.
Every political party had their own internal problems, right? But it's becoming so obvious now. Now it has gotten to a point of one is finding it difficult to see whether the PDP can come back in united force again.
All right. Very well. Zinami, what do you make of this story?
Okay. You see, the statement of Kwankwaso that he was humiliated in 2015, you know, I'm asking myself, how was he humiliated in 2015? You know, because Kwankwaso has served as minister, as governor under PDP, and in 2015 he was humiliated. How? How was he humiliated? It is that same 2015 that he produced the governor of his own state. So how was he humiliated?
Did he have presidential ambition?
He did have presidential ambition. He lost. So how were you humiliated? How were you humiliated? You know, you see, I agree with my little understanding of this political game is that as you grow, your interest grows, and as you climb various offices, you continue to develop some form of self-importance, and you feel that you have some level, you know, and that some certain things should come to you in a different way.
Influence.
And if it doesn't come that way, you feel either bad or something, which is part of the system, you know. But for you to say you are humiliated is, I don't know, you know, I don't know if that statement is correct. And for Damagum to say he's open for reconciliation, it's politics.
PDP is open for reconciliation.
It's politics. He's the chairman of the party, and as the chairman of the party, he's the leader of the party, so he's open to receive. Political party is about the people. So the more people you have, the better for you. And nobody can say Kwankwaso is not an asset politically in Nigeria.
He has been expelled from NMPP.
I don't know about that. They're still having their embroglio in the court.
Yes.
Who is this and who is not that. But we are concerned with the issues of PDP that has been raised.
That expulsion or that issue in NMPP has probably opened doors, and that could be a point and probably debate that PDP is trying to throw to Kwankwaso, since these issues
Kwankwaso at this point, Kwankwaso needs the PDP more than the PDP needs him.
Okay.
No, because what we know now currently is that Kwankwaso has presidential ambition. He's a well-read man. He has presidential ambition.
And he has made a statement before that he's willing to deputize Obi as well.
I don't know about that.
There are
but he has presidential ambition, whether vice president or president. There's a presidential ambition. And for you to get to that level, it is not by mushroom political parties. Okay. You need a party that has a spread. Party that has a spread, even if they're losing their spread, that have the experience of being there before. You know, and everything comes down to leadership. The problem of the PDP today is leadership. That's why it feels like things are falling apart. Leadership. And it's not an issue that we should blame Damagum. Damagum has not stayed in PDP as chairman for more than 3 years now. He has not been there for that long. So we have had subsequent chairmen of the party and leaders of the party that have not done well for the party.
Okay.
You know, and so it's not a Damagum issue. Damagum was among the persons that supported former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and gave him 100% support, and even won his seat for Atiku Abubakar.
Right.
You know, so we cannot come and say Damagum is not the problem. See, when we want to correct an issue, we need to look at the underlying issues.
Right.
Even in Yoshiayu, made some uncomplimentary remarks before he was removed. You know, so the issue of Damagum opening the doors and the windows and the roofs of PDP.
For Kwankwaso.
It's a welcome development.
Right.
But I will tell Kwankwaso, if he's going to listen to me, that he needs the PDP more than the PDP needs him.
Chama, just so briefly before you move to the next storyline, please.
No, we are actually out of time.
I agree. But the fact that, my friend, you know, politicians are always hopeful. To the extent that they said PDP has the spread. There's what they call former glory.
All right.
When the glory left Ika, but it was unknown to him that the glory has left him.
Okay.
I think PDP should also look inward.
My friend is becoming religious now.
Gentlemen.
He's going to the spiritual world.
Gentlemen, I think this is where I wish we could actually continue with this conversation.